Hey there everyone, and welcome back to the series Facelift. This week we have the plot named Riverside Roost, and this was a bit bigger of a build, so it's a little bit longer. I tried to smash it in there really fast. I sped it up to like 450 or something like that, and I've never done that fast before, so if it's too fast, let me know, but I didn't want it to be a 20-minute long video. So I'm going to cut this short, and let's roll on into the before pictures. Hey there everyone, and welcome to Riverside Roost. I don't really understand that name. I read it first as Riverside Roast, and I was like, hey, yeah, that sounds good. Riverside Roast, but yeah, no. That's not it. Riverside Roost. Whatever that is, like I said. So, anyway, this lot here was really charming. Like, when I first saw it, I actually thought it was like a duplex kind of thing, because you see the two staircases in the front of the lot. I was like, what? I actually thought about making it into a duplex and like splitting it down the middle, but then when I saw how narrow it was inside already, I was like, okay, no, that's probably not a good idea. But yeah. Anywho, actually, I enjoyed this one. I mean, I enjoy all of my renos that I do, but this one, I like that it was a little bit bigger because the first two that I've done, they're, on the smaller side, and this one actually, okay, I think the first two I did were more like glamorous type, if you will. Like, I don't know, I kind of built those for Sims who I guess just moved in, and they don't have much of a family and whatnot. Well, the second one had a little girl's room, but aside from that, like, it still felt very glamorous, and I think that's just like my style because I'm really over the top. I'm kidding, I'm not. I'm really basic. But anyway, this house, as you'll see when I get into the furnishings, it's very classic, if you will. I don't want to say like boring because it's not boring at all. I tried to add like pops of color here and there, but it's very classic home, very family oriented. So I'm really happy with that because I don't know. I felt like this was a good ish starter home. I feel like this is like the second home you move in until you get to the big old behemoth. Once your Sims are way into their careers and what have you. But I really like what I did here with the mailbox. I thought that was a really cute little thing. I don't know why. I just felt like putting in the center. And I added a few trees. I wanted to add a tree in that big old lot part of it on the right of the house, but I was thinking, I was like, no, because when I take the after shots, there's going to be this big old tree in the way. So I'm like, well, this is such a big space. Like, what do you do with it? So I just decided to put, oh, there's a little fountain. And then I put like a bench in there. So I imagine like the mother sim would just like make some hamburgers or something like that and bring him out, and the kids would have hamburgers and play on the little jungle gym. I don't know. I thought that was a really cute idea because my grandma, she used to tell me all these stories about how whenever she was little, her mom used to make them like the picnics all the time, and they would like go out on the in the front yard and like eat lunch and stuff all the time. They'd have like chili and whatever, what have you. So, I don't know, I kind of drew a little bit of inspiration from that and went with it. And oh my god, look, I was trying to make something fancy over here with the flower, or with the flowers around the little, uh, bird bath thing, and it just wasn't happening, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep it simple. Don't try to get crazy, Ashley. And then over here, I was like, it was so bland at this corner, and I just wanted to make it a little more, you know, colorful. So, I ended up liking what I did at the end, but it took a while for me to be like, okay, yeah, that's okay. And I just like outlined it with some rocks. I wish they would give us more rocks because literally we have 5 options. I mean, they come in different colors, but aside from that, it's like the same stuff. Oh my god, my boyfriend keeps texting me. Don't you know I'm trying to film my voice? But yeah. Oh my God, can you look? It was so dark in this house, and I was like, ew. And then I didn't know what to do with the kitchen because it was just such an awkward place to put it. But like I said, I don't want this series to be me like completely demolishing a house and changing it entirely. Okay, don't laugh at me. I could not figure out how to turn these dang stairs without placing it first, and then you know how like you use the little thing. Anybody's got a tip for me? I'm not the smartest builder ever, but I'll figure it out. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I totally forgot. Oh yeah, the this layout, and I was saying about okay, yeah. So I didn't want to change it completely. I wanted to do renovations that are realistic to people who like just move in. You know, you buy a house, and if it's under your budget, obviously you can do like a lot of renos and what have you. So I felt like what I did, just changing the entrance of the kitchen, made it a little more acceptable. And I like that a little bit better. I add that little pillar to give it a little bit more character. And then I really wanted it like the stair railing because it just had a wall, and I was like, ew, that's so gross. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe it's like a little safer. Your kids can't like fall over the railing. I don't know if that's ever happened. If that's a thing, I'm sure it's happened. There's some silly kid out there who's done that for sure. And you know me, just adding all that brick. I thought it would have been really neat to have that whole like L piece as a brick, but then at the same time I was like, okay, is that realistic? Because then I'm thinking to myself, well, they would have had built that obviously inside, like just stacked bricks up to the ceiling. Like that's the way I imagined it, and it wasn't working for me, so I didn't go through with that completely. So, but yeah, I try to make this house not so glamorous. That's why I use these, basic white cabinets. But unlike the last build, I feel like it was a little more upscale, if you will. Um, but I was really happy with the way this one turned out. I mean, I'm generally happy with the way most of my build renos come out. But this one definitely took me a while because it was such an awkward layout, and I had a little bit of trouble with figuring out where I wanted it to go. But in the end, looking back on it, I kind of wish I had flip-flopped the dining room and the living room because, well, and you'll see in a minute, but because it didn't really make sense. So like right by the stairs is where I put the dining room, and I was like, okay, well, why wouldn't you just put it right outside the kitchen? But whatever. I'm not that smart. I didn't go to school for this, so whatever. I really did decorate this one a lot though. I put a lot of little details in it, and you'll see later what I'm talking about. But starting with the kitchen, I was like, I really want this place to be, really decorated. So that's how I wanted it, how I was feeling. I'm always deleting floors like a dummy. And I really love this rug, especially in the yellow, which I change it later. But yeah, I liked it a lot. See, okay, I was gonna put the living room over there, and I was like, nah, that's not gonna work. And then I put it right there, and I was looking back on it, like I said, didn't make sense. And I was trying to add like some tiles, underneath the fireplace, because in a lot of builds I see that they just stick the fireplace on top of wood, and I'm like, okay, no, that's not really realistic. Oh, I love when I put the pillars there. I just love that little detail. But anyway, if you ever go and look at like any house, in reality, there's always like tile in front of the fireplace, and I would presume that's to prevent like fires from spreading. That's also why you don't put a rug like 2 inches away from the fireplace, which you see a lot of that in like sim builds, and I think I did that in this build too. But I don't know. I wanted to add that little detail. I want to start making my homes a lot more realistic, because I feel like there's a lot of things that I had been doing that just didn't make any sense. So yeah, there's that. I could not find a rug for this house. Something about it, I don't know, maybe I was just being so picky, and it was after this like rug event that I was just like almost rage quitted, and I actually had to end it a little bit after this because I was just so done. I had reached my sim limit because nothing was matching. And okay, you see how dark that shelving is above the fireplace? It is so dark, and it was a white wood, so I was like, what the heck? But I tried to lighten it up with the lights, but it didn't work. I was like, what the heck? But you know, Sims, whatever. And it's not like I'm playing my game on a low setting. I have everything. I actually set it on high. I had it on ultra, um, but I don't know. I felt bad for my computer. Does anybody else get like that? Like you think your computer has feelings, so you're like, okay, I won't make you run so hard, even though I know you can. I feel bad. I don't know. I'm just like that. I'm weird. Okay, yeah, so this is where I was putting the dining table, and I realized, okay, there's not that much room over here now. So I had to, like, shimmy everything up, you know, closer to the fireplace. So they're gonna be burning their eyebrows off. And I love these chairs. I think they're so adorable. My mom was actually about to buy a table set with these kind of chairs, but they were red. And they had, I think they had a wood top on, like, you know, where the bench part is, like the actual seating part. Did they? No, 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 they didn't. I'm imagining things. But she was gonna buy a table set with that, and it was so cute and so like adorable, and I was so excited. She didn't get it, but I thought it was really adorable, and I kind of wanted to recreate that, but it wasn't working with the rest of the aesthetic. So I went with those. I don't even know what those came with. Like I don't know. I just throw shit in. Oh, excuse my language. I just throw stuff in here. Sometimes it just happens and you can't help it. I'm sorry. I'll try not to do it again. I'm trying to get better. Okay, and this was such an awkward space, and I put a desk here, and then I called it quits. And you'll see that in a minute, but after I called it quits, I went to take a shower, and I was like so angry with myself because I don't know what to put here. You know, it's just such a weird little nook space. And originally I wanted to put like a one of those big old bookshelves, but the only problem I had with that is I didn't want when you're playing the game, you're gonna see like that bookshelf, like because it's really tall and it's gonna cut into the master bedroom, which is behind it, and it's little things like that that bother me. So I didn't do that. Realistically, I don't know why I just didn't change the front porch. No, no, like I said, I didn't want to change too much about the house, but I guess if I was actually living in this house, excuse me, if I was actually living in this house, I wouldn't want there to be two front doors. Unless the door on the side is the front door. I don't know, this house is really confusing because both of them could easily be the front door. Like, the layout works out that way, but who knows? And I was watching, you know, The Good Old Secret Life of the American Teenager while I was filming this. I am way too obsessed with that show. Way, way, way too obsessed with that show. I don't know. It's so dumb, and that's the thing. It's like, it's so dramatic and so silly. It's just like, you can't even take it seriously. You can't even really get into it because it's just so dumb. I don't know how else to describe it. They're all just like, oh, I'm pregnant with your boyfriend's baby, and then the other girl's like, yeah, well, I'm having sex with your ex-boyfriend, so ha. And then the other girl who's pregnant is like, yeah, well, he's marrying me, and blah, blah, blah. And the other girl's like, oh, I'm moving in with him. And it's, shut up. Like, you're all like 15 years old. I don't know. That's just me. But I still like watching it. That's the thing. I don't understand what it is that I just keep coming back. Like Michael from Achievement Hunter would say, I am an abused spouse just coming back for more. I don't know why. But anywho, yeah, that's my life right now. I'm on winter break, so that's all I got going on. I got this, Sims, and I've got the Secret Life of the American Teenager, because I don't have a life at all. Well, I do have like tutoring. That's what I do. That's my job. But, you know, I only do that like 3 times a week, and it's only like hour session. So like, what am I gonna do for the rest of the 23 hours a day, right? So there's this. Yeah, play The Sims. Be lonely. I'm kidding. I'm not lonely. Well, sometimes you get lonely, right? Okay, can we just talk about this green paint for a second? I don't know if I'm feeling it. If you download this house and you change it, good for you because I wanted to do something different and I was like, yeah, green. That's exactly what's different, right? So I did it. And I don't know. Don't know if I'm feeling it. I think if I were to go back now and change it, I would change it to like a pink or like, well, not a pink, but like a mauvey pink kind of color. Oh, and I love that bookshelf. So nice. So nice. So yeah, just not doing much. Not going. Not yeah. Nothing's going on in my world here because everybody around me has a life except for me. And yeah, so I just sit at home and clean, and that's about it. So I love that little collage of people, but it's like when I try to think about it realistically, which and I really shouldn't because it's a game. Like it's not supposed to be. Well, I guess in technically in this game it is supposed to be a reality game because you're playing a life simulator. So, I mean, anyway, but that collage of pictures, I just try to think, who are these people? Like if you were to put this in somebody's home, obviously, and they're just like selfie portraits. So it's not like they're family portraits. I mean, maybe they are, but it's just weird family portraits. Like, come on, how many of you have like a big picture of like your grandma? Well, okay, I do. Dang. And it all comes full circle. Anywho, yeah, I do have a picture. That's really weird. Hmm. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, I put that little vanity in there because it came with vintage glamour, and I don't know, I haven't really used it much, so I figured, I do that. Oh my gosh, let me tell you about my current Let's Play. It's not like a Let's Play that I'm sharing with anybody, it's just like my personal indulgence. And I made it with this girl who does a social media career. Okay, wait, pause. I love this little setup I had here, and I put like a little paint kit. Like they painted the seats. Like oh, I just thought that was so cute. Anyway, so it's about this girl, and she's in the social media career, and she's already like an internet superstar or whatever, which is like the top tier. And anyway, she hired a butler, and they fell in love, and now her baby is the butler's, and it's just so juicy. It's like the Secret Life of the American Teenager, except for like grown up edition. I'm getting way too inspired by that show. Okay, I hope this pink bathroom isn't, deterring anybody. If you don't like it, just change the colors, the bathtub and the wall. But I thought it was cute. I thought it was a little something different, which this bedroom's actually going to be like a little girl's bedroom, and it's got two beds in there, so I imagine like twin girls. I don't know. I just thought that was really cute. I mean, like if I had two twin dollars. If I had two twin dollars, I would make a pink bathroom. Okay, you get what I mean. But I just thought that was a cute little touch. And so here, I'm just starting to decorate the little girl's room. And I'm pleasantly surprised with the way it came out. It doesn't look too dressed up in the sense that, like, the mom didn't design it all, like, piece by piece. I feel like it's kind of, developed over time as far as the wall pictures go, and you have the blue bed and the red bed. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? I mean the pink bed, jeez. And I don't know, I stuck a lot of like those post-it thingies. What are they called? Posters. I stuck posters on the walls. God. Yeah, see, I just thought that was so cute. They each like I imagine each kid like stuck those on the wall above their bed, because I used to do that, and used to put like smelly stickers on my headboard, and then at night when you're bored you would just like secretly like scratch and sniff it, and that just sounds so weird. But that's what I did. But yeah, oh, I put a little castle in there because I figured that'd be so cute, they could play together. I'm retarded, I need to stop. I had like a little dresser there, and unicorn, some stuffed animals. I mean, they're girls, right? Stereotypical girls, but girls nonetheless. And then the little space outside, I just turned it into like a little play area for them. But yeah, that's about it. This reno is pretty much done. So we're gonna hop into the after pictures, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think down below. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of this series, and I look forward to talking to you guys in the next video. See ya!